Hi guys, we have a special holiday coming up on April 22nd, and that's Earth Day. And some people say Earth Day is every day, which is fabulous, but some people need that special day as a reminder of how important it is to take care of the earth. So I have some stories that we're going to read, and the first one is called This Is Our Earth, and it's by Laura Lee Benson and illustrated by John Carrozza. Okay. This is our Earth. And this book is pretty cool because it tells a story, but then it also has facts down here. So I'm going to be sure to read those too because I think they're important. So it says, "This is our earth to cherish and love, to clean and protect, to take care of." And then down here it says, "So many people live on earth, and there are more of us each year. In order for us all to live in a healthy and prosperous way, we must share and carefully protect Earth's natural resources." And we didn't get a chance to talk too much about the natural resources, but they're air, water, land, and food supplies. From the mountains so high with their rugged terrain to the valleys below and the green grassy plain. And then down here it says, "Located high up in the Rocky Mountains, the Continental Divide is the imaginary line that separates eastern rivers from western rivers. Eastern rivers flow into the Atlantic Ocean or the Gulf of Mexico. Western rivers flow into the Pacific Ocean. No rivers cross the Continental Divide." I like that picture. Makes me happy. From the tall wooden forests with their towering trees. And down here it says, "People benefit from trees in many important ways. Their leaves make oxygen that is a vital ingredient for the air we breathe. The leaves also provide cool shade on hot summer days. Trees play another important role. Paper is made from trees." To the fish, whales, and dolphins that live in the seas. All animals breathe. Like human beings, whales and dolphins have lungs, so they must come to the water's surface to breathe air. Fish breathe underwater by using their gills to filter oxygen from the water. From the deserts of sand where the tall cactus grow. Deserts are dry. They receive less than 10 inches of water per year. We may think of deserts as vast stretches of land covered by sand. The majority of the world's deserts are not carpets of sand, but are covered with gravel, stones, and scattered boulders. That's interesting. I always think of sand when I think of deserts. To the cold Arctic North with its glaciers and snow. The largest glacier on Earth covers an area of land bigger than the United States. This glacier blankets Antarctica, the continent that lies at Earth's south pole. The ice and snow are so deep that only the mountaintops are not covered by this mighty glacier. From the rainforests where the wild parrot calls, near the swift-flowing rivers and lush waterfalls. I like this picture too. The greatest variety of plants and animals found anywhere on Earth is in rainforests. Living conditions are ideal for plants and animals because there's an abundance of sunlight, rain, and food. Rainforests receive 160 to 400 inches of rain per year. Do you remember how much rain a desert receives? Do you remember what it said on the desert page? Let's go back to the desert page. It said it gets less than 10 inches. And here the rainforest can get up to 400. That's very different. To the wide open prairies where elk can be found and thousands of prairie dogs that live underground. The prairie is sometimes described as a sea of grass. There are more grasses than any other form of plant life on the rolling prairie lands. Big bluestem is a species of prairie grass that grows 6 feet tall. That's taller than most people. From the shimmering lakes where flocks of geese swim, and the blue jay keeps watch from a lofty tree limb. When birds fly south every year as the weather turns cold, they follow the same flyways, paths in the sky. No one knows for certain how birds find their way, but we think they use the sun and stars and landforms like coasts, rivers, and mountains to guide them on their long journey. That's interesting. I never thought about that. How they know where they're going. To the farms in the country where cows graze on hay. Most dairy farms have cows to produce milk, but some have buffaloes, goats, or sheep instead. One milk cow can give more than 1,000 gallons of milk per year. That's 44 glasses of milk every day. That's a lot of milk for just one cow. And the parks in the cities where children play. The Boston Common, a famous city park, became America's first public park in 1634, but it started out as a cow pasture. Yellowstone National Park in Wyoming was the world's first national park, established in 1872. Have you ever been to either one of those? Maybe it's on your bucket list, someplace you want to go when we are allowed out of the house again. So take a good look, and I think you will find, look closely at sand. It's really tiny pieces of rock. Most sand is light brown, but there is white sand in Florida and green sand in Hawaii. In other places, you can find beaches that have black volcanic sand. Have you ever seen a beach with different colored sand? So it said, so take a good look, and I think you will find that this beautiful earth is one of a kind. The earth has many natural wonders, such as the Grand Canyon in Arizona. In one place, the Grand Canyon is 5,500 feet deep. That's deep enough to hold the world's 4 tallest buildings stacked one on top of the other. Have you ever been there? That might be a place that you visited before. Let's do our share to lend a hand to preserve all we have in this wonderful land. Each of us must help in our own way each day to keep the land we live on clean and beautiful. Please throw litter in the trash can. Whenever possible, recycle glass, paper, metal, and plastic. Learn what else you can do to help. So think about it. Can you think of other things you can do to help the earth? This is our earth to cherish and love, to clean and protect from below and above. Seen from outer space, Earth looks blue and white. The blue is the ocean water, and the white swirls of clouds. How beautiful and wonderful this place we call home. Let's share it and take care of it. Together, we will protect Earth from harm. It is awfully pretty. And then there's this little song, which I will not attempt to sing, called This is Our Earth. So, all right. Well, that's one of my favorite stories, and I have a lot more Earth Day stories, so we will talk more about it. But in the meantime, you can think about things that you can do right now, even in quarantine, even as you're staying home, things that you can do to help. All right. See you later.